Today's interview is sponsored by Jazz in the Gardens Music Fest. For more information, please click the link in our description.
Again, thank you. Finn, do you prefer Finn or Findler?
Well, the reason why I say Finn is because Finnish is much easier than saying Findler. So
Of course.
anyway,
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, you've got a fantastic story to tell. So, yeah, let's start from the beginning, huh?
all right.
So yeah, I was reading a little bit about you from the information that was sent over. So tell me a little bit, why did you, again, a little bit more about why you started Finn's food truck business.
So growing up, I always was surrounded by like the kitchen. My first job was working at a nursing home at the age of 15. So I was a server. So I was always in the restaurant industry because over there they were serving high-end food to the residents.
Yes.
So growing up, I started getting a little passion cooking, trying new things. And as I got older to the point when I was working at the dealership, I will find myself bringing a big smoker every Friday, cook ribs, macaroni, and cook food for everybody. Because everybody will pitch in. And so we just have basically like a good family potluck provided and cooked by me.
Indeed.
And everybody will enjoy and have fun. So I started getting a lot of comments saying like, yo, your food is good. You should try to do something with it. And, you could go places. So I started planning to get a food truck around the time. And that was around 2017. So when the food truck hype was up there and everybody was trying to get on the bandwagon, I was right there trying to get on it too.
Excellent, excellent. But I mean, with any business, you have to start from somewhere. And I've always wondered, as an entrepreneur, you're starting this new business, food truck business. I mean, how easy was it to do, or how difficult was it, really?
It wasn't easy at all. I could tell you this. I can tell you that it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because since I was doing it on my own and I was using my own money, I had first reached out to this guy to go ahead and do my food truck for me. And believe me, I saved 3 years of tax refunds. I sold all my motorcycles, my toys, everything.
Yeah.
And reality hit me hard because I got scammed for $30,000 the first time.
Wow.
So that was a big blow, and that actually killed my spirit in trying to get a truck. Me being the person who I am, I didn't take it easy. So I went ahead and worked hard and tried to start it up again. But this time in a smarter way. So I did my research, I did my due diligence. I found out what was the requirements for over here in Broward County, and I found a big loophole which helped me and made me save money by making my truck a self-sufficient. Because a lot of people will go ahead and tell you like, no, you need a commissary to open up a food truck, but they never took the time out to read the rules and regulations. So I found the biggest loophole in like the laws just to let me go ahead and through it and actually be a self-sufficient truck where I don't need no kitchen and I could prep everything fresh. I can store it on the truck.
Yes. So, I mean, you learned some valuable lessons and, and took the right steps after. So so you're the sole owner, or do you have partners? Do you have a staff? Blah, blah,
Well,
blah.
I'm the sole owner. It's mostly like a close family-based business. So sometimes my mom helps me out.
Yeah.
I have my sister who comes in, but I do have 2 workers who works with me, and we build like a good family bond. So they help me cook at times, or they run the register, where I try to do administrative work and not try to do everything at once.
Exactly.
So
yes.
I have a little team just right there with me.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's the secret to success as well. And you are your food is Caribbean focused, or maybe Haitian focused?
Well, I would say it's it's an infusion because, you know, growing up, a lot of people didn't really, wasn't really that crazy or didn't know nothing about Haitian cuisine and
Yes.
stuff like that, because now everything is highlighted as Jamaican, Cuban, Hispanic, the Dominican, but you know, Haitian cuisine and flavor is basically overlooked. So I incorporated a Haitian infused menu to make it fun and friendly to educate people about Haitian culture, food.
Okay, interesting. Right. So, but I mean, yeah, you spoke a little bit about, you know, where your interest comes from with food, but you must have had a passion somewhere in you from maybe when, you know, maybe when you were born. Where does the passion come from? Because you speak like you really love this thing. Yeah.
So the passion comes from, like for me myself, I was always a kid who loved to learn new things.
Yes.
And I always put myself in situations where I could continue on learning and learning new tricks, new
Mm,
trade, and
mm,
do different things. So when I found out that I could do a lot of stuff with food and recreate dishes and stuff.
yeah.
So when I was working at the nursing home, I always used to take their recipes and actually put my own twist to it.
Ah,
And it
yeah.
actually held my attention. And so that's where the passion started growing up. So now I'm just sitting here, it's like, what can I do next? So I always try to one up myself and just try to be better, because I tell people it's like, if I sit here and settle down and say I'm happy where I'm at, I'm not happy. I always want to go
Yeah.
one step further.
Fabulous. Absolutely. Always reaching for the stars, in other words. So to confirm, your background or your ancestry is Haitian, but
Yes.
you were born.
I was born here.
Yeah.
My mother and father was born in Haiti. They
Yeah.
came over here as soon as they graduated college. So they came
Mhm.
to America around 1819. Like,
Okay.
yeah, there was, my mom was 18, my dad was 20 when they came here.
Wow. Okay. Babies.
Yes.
So, tell me, what are some of the traditional foods in Haiti? Some of the dishes that you like to prepare.
So some of the traditional food to Haiti, every time I've been to Haiti for 5 years. Oh no, I've been to Haiti for 5 times. And every
Okay.
time I go there, it's there's street vendors who actually, when you go up the mountain, you stop by, they go ahead and catch local fish. They'll go ahead
Mm,
and fry you some fish, fry you some
yeah.
plantains. You know, pork is a delicacy over there, pork and goats. So they do
Yeah.
the griot, or they do the cabuit, which is the fried pork. I know, the fried goat.
Yeah.
So most of the traditional Haitian dish that I grew up around was the fried snapper, or
Mm,
we do like a fish sauce. But my mom always used to do it with rice and sweet plantains and pickles on the side. And you know, it's just that, you know, growing up, we had the sospoa, the white rice with the black beans,
mm, mm.
and my mom would put crab meat in it, and we
Wow.
had, it's a whole bunch of dishes that I wouldn't eat because I'm a texture person. So sometimes some people call me a fake Haitian,
Yeah.
but it's growing up, it was I was always inspired to try my mother's dish, because
Mm,
I could say she mostly basically give me help, encouragement, critiques me if my food is bad,
yes. Yes.
and she enlightened me and she shows me the traditional dish that she cooked back home.
Indeed. Mm,
So going forward with the question, or with going back to the question about the traditional Haitian dish, for me, the traditional Haitian dish is the fritai, all the fried foods.
all the pride.
Yes, because you'll have the fried fish, you'll have, for us, we call it marinade. So
Mm,
marinade is, it's like conch fritters, but minus the conch. So you
oh,
have all the vegetables, and they'll put the pickles on the side.
yeah.
So for me, I incorporate the conch with the traditional flavors of the marinade, of the Haitian way.
Yes. Wow. Okay. Wow, I can hear the passion. So, but what are some of your most popular dishes that you prepare,
So on my food truck, we're known for the grill tacos, which is the fried pork tacos.
Mm,
We have it comes on a flour tortilla that is chopped grill, and we make an island sauce, which is ketchup, mayo, hot sauce, fresh squeezed lime, salt, and pepper, and a
yeah,
little bit hot. The hot sauce is not overbearing, but
yeah.
it's just there for taste. And we drizzle it on a taco, and we top it off with pickles, which is a spicy cabbage we make.
Wow. Sounds fabulous. I mean, comprehensive. I mean, what would you do you have anything for somebody like me who is vegetarian? Although I do have fish
Mhm.
sometimes, but what if a vegetarian comes to you? What could you offer them?
So we have our newest item to the menu is our Caribbean rice bowl. So
Okay.
you could choose your choice of meats that you can have. We either have the option between steak, shrimp, grill, or chicken. But
Mm-hmm.
when we get someone who's just vegetarian and don't eat meat, what I do, I go ahead and incorporate because we have basically a sweet Thai chili sauce
Mm,
is vegetarian,
yes.
which is vegan. So what we do, we take some sweet plantains, some vegetables, we'll saute it up and we put it on the bed of rice and we'll drizzle the sweet Thai chili sauce. So
Oh,
the sweet plant, we go for sweet plantains because the sweet plantains will kind of give you that good texture, like if you eat in a meaty substance, but
yeah.
it will be good.
Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, that's a good choice. That sounds like a good choice for me. So one of the things about food trucks, for me personally, I mean, I've always had this sort of, you know, um, thing in my mind that, they're low end, usually serving, greasy, unhealthy food. And I have tried a few that I did not like. So tell me, I mean, how do you stand out from all of that? What makes you different? What makes you good? What makes your food healthy? Blah, 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 and so forth and so on.
But you are right about that. There's a lot of food trucks out there
Mm,
where they're just in it for the game
yes.
and they don't have a passion for what they're doing. So they just put out anything and everything they want just to make
Mm,
money.
yes.
For
Yes.
me, I say what makes me stick out is because, for one, you come into a Caribbean food truck with good customer service. That makes me stick out at a
Okay.
first and foremost.
Absolutely. Hmm.
But then when I go to these events, the first thing I always do, I always cook my pork on the stove and I
Mm,
will go ahead and season up my flat top. So the aroma that's coming from my truck is filling the air, so it draws people towards me. And we also play like nice Caribbean music to, settle the vibe. We
okay.
bring the vibe to the people.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's how we stick out. Then with all my stuff on the truck, I try to do everything from scratch,
Mm,
everything. So
okay.
like for our island sauce, we make our island sauce. We have our in-house chipotle sauce we make. Our
Yeah.
lemonades, we actually buy cases of lemons and we hand squeeze them.
Wow.
Use vegan sugar, so it could be vegan.
Yes.
So when people come to the truck, they get a friendly welcoming, they get the amazing aroma.
Yeah.
Then we give them a good experience and good food. So they go ahead and tell their friends are posted up and they go crazy for it. So
Oh,
that make us stick out because we try to be original and fresh about how we make our food. Because
yeah.
everything on our truck is cooked to order. So
Mm,
nothing is sitting down. So
exactly.
my
Okay.
motto is if I'm not gonna enjoy it, why should I put it out for people to enjoy it?
Ah, fabulous. Absolutely. I mean, and that is how you make yourself, unique. I mean, when you're preparing food, it's about freshness. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to try you. So, by the way, where are you located? You're in Broward County. Yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Uh,
so the truck come out of Oakland Park, and most time we just float around. Like currently, right now, I'm just trying to find basically like a vacant lot where I could stay like sell food maybe 2-3 days out the week, because I also
Yes.
do caterings. I also go to do school functions. But for
Okay.
people who can't catch me,
Mm.
I try to see if I find a spot where I could just be open so everybody can come try the food.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. That's important for people to know exactly to know where you are. Now,
Mhm.
um, you're one of the recipients of the what's it, Comcast
Rise Grant. Mhm.
investment grant. And you said that you're going to use that to sort of boost your online presence.
Mhm.
I mean, what are some of the other things? Do you have any other, ideas about how you're going to use some of that money to get to your next level?
So yes, I actually started putting some of the money to use. I'm coming out with a lot, with 3 products.
Okay.
I'm working real hard. I'm just critiquing recipes, but I'm gonna basically unveil them in May. Um,
Right.
one of them, one of them is the season, and it's the special seasoning that I'm working on. So it's kind of
Okay.
like a secret.
Well, yeah, you have to keep some under your hat.
That's gonna be a secret. But
Mhm.
currently right now I'm trying to work on the logistics of creating an online shipping platform where it can help me, send my products to other states. Because when I travel, like I went up to Georgia, I won a rice competition
Mm,
and in a wine festival, and there was a lot of people who's like, "Yo, I love Haitian food. I
yes.
used to only get it back home, but now I'm here. There's no Haitian food.
Ah,
There's like no Caribbean products in most of these places where Caribbean people at. So I want to create an online platform where they
mhm.
can, if they say, man, I want to cook griot at home, they
Yeah.
can go to my website. It's already pre-frozen. All they have to do is thaw it out, fry it. They have instructions, and they'll have their own like Caribbean festival at their house.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Very
So
nice.
that's one of the stuff that I'm doing to go ahead and elevate my business.
Right. I mean, say maybe, I don't know, 5, 7 years from now, do you see yourself in a brick and mortar building, a restaurant, possibly?
Yes, I actually. So that's the end game, to be in a restaurant.
Yes.
Um, that's my main focus.
Mm,
To just have it there, but I also might want to go ahead and go a little bit past the envelope and
okay.
actually open up a production line where it could
Wow.
actually help out
Yeah.
up and coming young culinary, or anybody who has
Mm,
like the same passion that I have, but
yes.
has issues getting to the resource. Because
Mhm.
that was my big issue, is like
Yeah.
finding the resources, not knowing where to go, not having a company say, you know what, if you come to me, we'll help you bottle up your stuff, we'll help you
Okay.
set you up. Yeah, we're going to ask for a little cut, but it's hard to find those type of companies, especially when you're Caribbean. And
Indeed. Yes.
yeah,
Yes. But so very directed marketing specifically for, your kind of businesses that you're,
yes.
yes. Oh, interesting. Okay. Um, so can you give me an idea of, so you started in 2019, yeah?
Mhm. I
That-
started in 2019. Yeah.
yeah, that is pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Pre-pandemic? Yeah,
Before the pandemic. So
yeah, right,
in 2019, that's when I was established.
right,
So
yeah,
in 2020, that's when the truck actually came out after I got my after I was approved. Actually, it was 2000, it was October 2019. That's when I got all my certification,
yeah,
my business license,
yeah.
everything. I got the green light to go ahead and sell food. So
Mm.
2020 was my starting off year. And of course, the pandemic.
The pandemic happened. How did that affect you? I mean,
Well, it left me to a point where I didn't have a job. So the food
yes,
truck was my full-time job.
yeah.
Um, I was still working on cars here and there just to make
Mm.
ends meet. But the pandemic helped me in a good way, because it
Mm.
showed how versatile I was.
Yes.
But I had to put myself in different scenarios and different in a different way. So I started reaching out to apartment complex. I start telling them like, hey, I know a lot of people are home. I would like to deliver. I would like to come to the apartment and sell food. We do offer curbside pickup. They could go online. They could go ahead and order the food,
Yeah.
and get a little text message on their phone say, hey, your food ready. So they don't have to wait in line, and they don't have to be worried about social distancing or mad crowd of people around, like around the food truck. So when I presented that idea to them, they loved it.
Excellent. Excellent way of using, I mean, a time that was, well, a very turbulent time to create more business for yourself. Absolutely. Let me see, we've got about 10 minutes or so. You still do catering,
Yes,
right?
I still do catering.
You do like big functions like weddings, that kind of thing. And how would you approach, say, like a wedding, a big wedding? I mean, what kind of food, or does it depend on the theme per se?
Well, it depends on the theme. When I do most of my caterings, a lot of people go to the food, to my webpage, and
Yes.
they look at it and say, oh, we don't want all that food. I said, no, we do have a menu where you could go ahead and select, the type of food that you want. Because I tell people, it's like, I used to work in a kosher facility. So I'm actually kosher certified, and
Yeah.
I worked in a high-end kitchen. So my range of food is not limited just towards Caribbean food.
Yeah.
So what we do when someone calls us for like a quote or a menu, I send them off a menu and tell them we could also customize a menu.
Indeed. Okay.
And that's what I like about cooking, is like, if I never done it before I go ahead and tell them we could do it or not, I tell them, let me go home and make it first. I will bring you a sample of it. And if you like it, we could go ahead and move forward. So I
Right.
will create this little small dinner with the person who's planning, the bride or groom, or event coordinator.
Yes.
And it will give me the green light, and we'll go ahead and create a special menu for that moment. So
Okay.
with us, we like to work with different functions. Like we just did a 4-day catering for a film crew.
Okay.
And
Excellent.
that was my first time doing it for a film crew, but everybody loved the food.
Oh.
And I tell them, I'm like, I do put my Haitian infused flavors into each dish, but I try to go ahead and just put my own spin off and twist to the food.
Oh,
And
fabulous. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. You know what? I can see you on MasterChef. You know
oh, we actually got reached out to do a Triple D's grocery game. So we're in for them to
Oh, nice.
waiting to hear back from the producers
Yeah.
to see if we're gonna go or they're gonna move a different way.
Right. Oh, well, that would
We're
be
waiting.
absolutely wonderful to see. I mean, besides the food and the preparation and everything, you've got the personality. Yeah, you do.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you do. Um, go probably, yeah. Last question, basically. So somebody wants to go into business, a young person like you, you're a young person. How would you advise them? I mean, what's the step? I mean, you're an entrepreneur, so you're taking the plunge. You won't have any backing behind you, no 9 to 5 paycheck coming in. What's the advice?
So the advice I always give to people who's just trying to do any business, I tell them, first do your research.
Mm,
You don't want to jump in head first, because that's what I did, and it cost me $30,000.
well, yeah,
That's money I'm never getting back.
absolutely, yeah.
So I tell them, do their research, then envision themselves actually doing the work and see if it's their passion or they're capable of doing it. Because I feel like a lot of people who just jump into the food truck, they just jump into it. Or with any business, they just jump in it. They don't know like the logistics. They don't know how to run. They don't sit back, ask enough questions. And when they get into this business and they start seeing like, okay, I'm not making money first year. Second year, oh, I'm losing money. Third year, okay, I can't do this no more. I give up.
Mm.
And it been times where I looked at it and I tell them, so it been times where I thought about just closing the doors on my kitchen and just selling it and going back to the 9 to 5. Then I tell them being your own business owner is not for the weak. You
Yeah.
have to be strong. So I just give them the advice is like, just be ready to, you know, fail, succeed, because you can't go ahead and go straight to the top without failing. And I failed numerous times. So over the year, I learned how to adapt myself and critique my skills and critique the way I talk to people and, you know, build my brand up to a point where, you know, it's to my liking and I can see it actually returning money, like bring back money to me. So I tell them, it's like, you know, when you do your own business, you're not going to have health insurance. You're not going to have 401k. You know, you're not going to have that promised check. So just be ready for that ride. Then I tell them, it's like, then what else I tell them? I said, you have to be direct. You have to speak clearly. You have to, you know, be friendly. If someone curses you out because of your product, you have to listen. You have to take criticism. That's how you get better. I said, criticism is the key.
Yes.
And I just tell them, I said, once you make a plan and you're ready, execute it. And don't let no one stop you.
Yes. Yes.
Just keep going forward and push and what do you believe, and you'll become successful.
Yes, indeed. So it's all about learning lessons, strength, and confidence.
Yep.
Right? And you've got it all.
Yeah, you can't tell me my food is nasty. You
Yeah.
can't come up to my truck and tell me my food is nasty. I know you're lying.
Well, listen, Finn, that is a great note to end on. Thank you so much.
No,
And the
thank
next
you.
time I'm in Florida, actually, I'm in the UK now, I am coming to your truck. I'm going to find you.
You in the UK? Actually, I'm supposed to be coming up to the UK for Carnival.
Oh, really? In August? Oh, well,
Yeah,
fabulous. Well, drop me a line. Drop me a line. You have my email address.
yes,
Yes.
and I will be bringing some pickles and some spices because I have a couple of my friends. They like, you got to make some grill when you come up here.
Oh,
So
great. Wonderful.
I'm gonna be bringing some goodies so I can cook. So you'll get an email say, "Hey, I'm here. Come get
Fabulous.
some
And
food."
I will come and meet you. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you, thank
Again,
you. It's a pleasure.
it's
It's
a
a pleasure.
great pleasure. All right. All right. You take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
All right. Thank you. All right. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. All right.